Hi guys, welcome to D20Misfits. I'm Shy, aka Lucy. So
AKA Robocop.
AKA I'm gonna throw a zipper at you, bro.
Do it.
Anyway, so we are all separated and it's fine. It's all fine. It's getting really warm, but it's fine.
We are now all Gundams.
So no, that's that one. If you guys would like, do not forget to subscribe. Smash the shit out of that subscribe button. Like cat stealing a pendant. Necklace, amulet, whatever. And comment some stuff down below. It doesn't matter. Something funny. You can give us some little helpful tips and tricks that you'd like to see in the game if you want.
What's the most broken D&D character you've ever made?
What's the funniest one you've made? So just give us some kind of comment down below.
Let me get back in like that.
Other than that, sit back, relax, hydrate, because it probably feels like the sun outside for you guys too. But other than that, back to you.
So, before we jump into this bullshit, for one, two, I got a gift. I got two surprises. One is for July 20th. Would y'all like to see?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be right
It might
Did
be
I
a thing where
mention
you
that?
tell me
What
about
it's also up for that, Frank?
You got a little skin on your nose.
Yeah.
You got skin on your nose. Dry
back. So, I present to you the actual fucking trophy
Oh, nice.
to the
I was
winner.
wondering what that was.
Pretty.
Nice.
It's the 4 Horsemen D20Misfits Battle Royale WWP. Yes. It came in quick.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that came in rather quickly.
But yes.
Wow, that's actually really light.
I knew
The bar parts are probably hollow. I ain't touching it. So,
I know.
it. Quit stealing my thunder.
Pretty.
That's dope.
It's not a bad thing.
I know.
Does someone want something that the weight of the freaking Stanley
no.
Cup or something?
No,
That's
fuck
what
it.
I'm saying. Then
No, I
you're
ain't
okay.
transporting that big ass around.
That's what I
It
said.
looks
Then you're
good from
okay.
far away.
Dude, this is pitching me like this.
I will break it. Listen,
I'm a plus.
half the stuff, the trophies that people get, they're fine
It's
just
big,
giving us
man.
trophies.
That's big.
Yeah,
I wasn't
broke it,
expecting it at all to be big, but yes. Shut up.
Shut up.
Yes.
She said it, not me.
This is our thing.
Shut up.
Second, our lovely Valkyrie
Oh no.
wants to get us all matching shirts, and she already showed me the design, and John has seen it today.
It looks nice.
I
I
can't
like it.
That's dope.
It is fucking cool as hell.
Can I add something onto that, Frank?
Whoa.
Link is live on Four Horsemen's website page, so if anybody wants to
Yeah.
pre-order tickets,
I know. We blasted all over Facebook,
they'll like the ticket link for itself.
man.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'll
the
text
actual,
you. You can
Send
actually
me
buy
the
it.
link. I'll take
I
care of
will
it.
gladly send it over to you.
So yeah, the link's out. Don't already pre-order your tickets and stuff for it. So go ahead, July 20th, noon. Check in. 1 o'clock. It starts. You trust me? Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing in my goddamn map.
Makes two of us.
No, I'm building it.
Oh, I'm just drawing.
No, I'm building.
Oh, so you
I'm
mean
building.
I'm drawing your map. Gotcha.
I am full tilt building it. Javiola's gonna be my best friend.
There goes Frank's paycheck.
You need help, just hit me up.
I just can't wait. So, yeah, remember that. It's live. It's on our Facebook. We're telling you again. We're gonna keep on telling you until like it gets closer to the damn day. If you want to check out Four Horsemen website, or go on their Facebook for their website. It's Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming. You can pre-order now. Registration entry is $15, and then there's a whole bunch of rules and sets in there for you guys to do it. Plus goodie bags if you're a spectator and you just want to see it. If you want to nuke the party, you can nuke the party. If you want to give them a care drop, just think 100 games, man. It's going to be brutal because Ron already said it.
Hey, no matter what, you pay for a ticket and you game, or you do any of that and you spectate, the money goes to a good cause. So
Yes.
no matter what, it's a win-win.
Yes.
Win. You win the trophy, so it's a win-win-win.
It's going to be cool as hell. Anyhow, so come down. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't done it, check it out. Anyhow, last we left off.
Bum-bum-bum.
The Scales found a secret entrance into a ship attached to a tower.
And I regret everything.
Right?
Unlocking and seeing the inside of this alien vessel. Powering it up. Seeing everything that was wrong or why it was still there. Low on energy. Don't know what else there. There's a cargo. You've got a map of the area, cargo hold, mess hall, quarters, and that the stargazers were indeed either mechanics or part of the crew, but it was run by the actual Krell themselves. Upon looking at the innards of this ship, checking out the mess hall, the crew quarters, and going down into the cargo, trying to either look for cells or see what's ever there, checked out the armory, found some cool stuff. Couldn't get full access in, but in the cargo, lying in wait was a handful of the Krell and one other species that is not identified, but could be but is one of the main species of the Krell, or at least the subspecies that run it.
They're assholes.
As this little battle commenced, you guys took your licks. You guys were knocking them all down. But it wasn't until the end when all of a sudden you heard the final ticking sounds and everything went right. When you guys came to, you were awakened in separate rooms in this area. Some type of medical facility, maybe it's the shamans, but each of you in a separate room, all elaborate, so you may be within the palace. You guys see that some of your body is either missing, severely burned, or has stuff fused to it. As we check with everybody, to check with Amari, Ryan, and Lucy, Bones is yet to be identified yet. All we saw was Nell, and as Nell looked down at himself, seeing only half of his body and then space, as the god of life and death reached out to him and asked to see if he wants to be reborn as the rising star that he is turning into. And that choice is Nell's and Nell's alone, but yet we have no idea what's going on with Bones yet. So, let's dive in on this episode 159. In this Curse of Shadows desert planet. See you guys in a bit.
The adventure continues.
Welcome back. So, who should I start with first?
wasn't sure if that was where you wanted to start or not.
Bones is the cliffhanger, so, but that's probably gonna be the last one.
Cool. 1, 2.
Well, I don't know.
Because I'm currently conscious.
So am I, barely.
Anyway. So, Ryan. We'll start off strong. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, my man.
This one?
18.
You wake. You feel the pain. What the first thing you notice is the two clicking sounds and then electricity just shooting through you as they are retaching nerves. Enough to scream in pain, you barely hold on. Before you realize the bottom, your waist has a metallic ring, like you're wearing a belt, and they slide in this, pretty much like the armor greaves and pants to it, but it's all in one working unit. And you hear that 2 clicks, you feel that energy surge, the pain follows that is so horrible. And then it stops. And you can move your legs. You think it, and it moves. When you want to walk, it walks. Little rickety at first, like trying to walk. But it's very easy, like as if nothing happened. From your waistline down is nothing but a metallic pair of pants as well.
Yeah. No, here's tink. The fuck? What the hell happened up there?
The guy looks over at you. There was an explosion. We heard.
Am I able to understand? Because if I remember correctly, these got blown off.
You can. You can.
Uh-oh.
An explosion set off. So close that we had to go out and check. We didn't know what it was, a crash landing or one of the sandworms going off. It was massive. When we came out of the house to look, we saw 5 individuals falling into the sand below.
Yes.
Who was you? Don't know what happened or what caused that explosion, so hopefully you can give us some insight. But at the moment, I'm sorry to say this, but most of your party is just like this. If not worse, one's very critical.
I got a bad feeling I know which one it is too. So, what you're saying, half of us are, or I shouldn't say all of us, but we're half what we were or when we got here and half Warforge.
What is that? No, the material we used that has the biomagic essence fused to you and we created. your missing limbs. Needless to say, you're not going to have functions below
Oh boy.
from the waist down. So I am sorry for that, but that's the best we can do. But I know for sure that these things will help you in the aspect of getting the hell out of Dodge quickly.
Just literally just like doing like high knees, trying to get used
A
to it.
little faster when you do it.
Hey, look.
So mechanically, your speed increased by 5.
So now I'm up to 40.
And your abilities to your legs.
Oh boy, here we go.
You have 3 charges on them, which is on there if you check them out.
I'm trying to pull it up.
You have 3 charges on them. 1d2 plus 1 recharge each day. So you can easily roll a d4, d5. You can roll any freaking die. Pretty much. But it's better to roll a d6. 1 and 2 is 1. 3 and 4 is 2.
Yeah.
Whatever.
5 and 6, so on.
Right. So you can only get. Well, technically, you can only. So 1, 2, 3 would be 1. 4, 5, 6 would be 2.
Okay.
Plus 1. Maximum 3 charges. You can spend a charge to increase your base movement speed by 15 feet for your turn.
Which would give me
60.
oh,
You said 30 is 35?
yeah,
50.
50.
For 1 turn. Okay.
50 feet of movement on a dash. Holy shit.
100 feet of movement on a dash.
It only works for 1 turn. That's it. You can expend 2 charges to double your movement speed completely for your turn. So instead of 35, it would be 70.
No, wouldn't it be 80 with the additional plus 5?
What is it now?
35.
35.
Plus the additional 5.
It would be 40, so 80, yes.
St-
If you expend 2 charges.
Add a dash to that. That's
If you
160 feet.
expend all 3, it will overcharge them. Meaning that the overcharge ability doubles that. It's counted as expeditious retreat. It's the spell. If you burn all 3. After you burn all 3, you have to roll a d20. Because you can seriously screw them up. To where they need to be repaired. Okay? So,
Yeah, there's the table down below. It says what happens.
yes. So there is a thing. So, for instance, he's going to have you run. Okay?
All right.
So, we're using your overcharge ability right off the bat. So what I need you to do is roll me a d20.
Is he gonna stand up like a baby deer?
You know.
It's a 14.
Okay. So, based off that, the machine functions as intended and it does not take damage. So, that's a good roll. Some of it is bad, to where you take damage or it completely breaks. So, you can, and he's going to teach you how to repair them in a thing, because you are familiar with Tinker's Goals.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to roll a kind of like a performance check in order for that to happen to repair them.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that's enough to do it.
18 plus 2.
So the leg itself has its own hit points. Okay? It's separate from your health. So if somebody targets your legs, it is 25 hit points for it on its own.
And then if once it hits the 0, I gotta repair them.
Once it's under 10, Once it hits 10, it's considered damaged, and it doesn't work as much. It's considered broken. It's unusable. It still works, but you can't tap into its abilities.
I can just move like I normally would.
Correct. But if it is permanently broken, you need to make your chat to try to repair it. And it's going to take several rolls to repair it to restore the hit points for it. Okay? So keep that note into it
Gotcha.
as it works, but you have the spell Expeditious Retreat attached to it if you burn all three. Okay?
Gotcha.
Did you aid with anything else?
Where's my equipment at? Stuff that we all had.
It's in that box right beside.
Walks over.
Because other than that, you have no clue. Just saying.
That's what
Well, I mean,
I
it's not
probably
like
figured that out when I
it's-
looked down and I'm like,
it's not like you have any private parts that you're really worried about showing anybody right now.
But your Adrian Dragon mark,
Don't worry, Cookie might still be impressed.
your Dragon mark tattoo is severely burned. That feat you have is going to be like inoperable for a little bit until you get like the healing aspect of it, an actual like heal. So like a cure wounds or something like that could do it. It's going to take some time to do because it's going to roll. It's going to go on a medicine check to try to repair the damage.
this is maybe
So there are certain spells that will fully take away scarring.
Yeah.
So
lesser, not lesser
like
restoration. Greater restoration.
greater restoration, heal. Yeah, they're high level spells that you guys.
Mask your wound.
I do have.
Have to roll it.
Well, yeah, it's gonna go on the person who casts it on you to make a medicine check to try to repair the actual scars.
Because I already know, oh damn well, if I try to heal it myself, it's not gonna happen.
It just falls on a roll. That's all it's gonna do. It's gonna fall on a roll.
Well, considering I do need to heal myself because I'm at 1.
I mean, you can try.
Fuck it, we'll burn a third.
Okay.
Don't kill yourself.
So you said a medicine?
Well, roll your hit points.
Alright.
Roll the whatever your what? it's
3d8.
3d8 plus
4.
So roll that first, because you get those healing regardless. Let's see if you can repair it.
21 points of healing.
Okay. So 21 points of healing. Okay. Now roll me the medicine check once you were at
Using the luck point, that was bad.
thought you burned your last one.
No, remember when we had long rest, I get them all back. I only burned 1.
When were you on rest?
We used the luck point while we were up in the ship.
I've gotten those back a long time ago. I just haven't used them.
You never slept from the ship. You guys blew
No,
up.
not that one. Not that rest. When
The one
took
we did before
Like
we
before you
before-
got, I thought in the battle
before-
you used it. That's why I'm asking.
I used 1 point there, but
for
which is correct.
Liz.
Okay.
But I have not used any luck points since we've got here.
Okay.
So since then I've had them all back. I just never used them.
Well, you used one for the battle.
So you have
Yeah.
all but one. You said you had them all back.
Yeah, so I have 5. Or
You had
4.
total. Yeah, if you had 5, you had 4. 'Cause
Yeah.
You used one for the last one.
Yeah, I
For
have
the
4.
battle, because you guys haven't rested yet.
Yep.
You guys
So
are in recovery.
well, now I have 3. So that's better than what I initially rolled.
What you get?
13.
DC is what you rolled for healing.
Yeah, I figured.
So
Nope.
you cannot use your marked feat until you're superior. So whatever you roll is what the DC is going to be. Depending if it's anywhere from, if you pass it, it takes like it's going to take like 3 things to like 3 workarounds to do it because it is so
It's
messed up. It don't even look like it didn't work anymore. It's a heavy scar. Okay.
I mean, you could recarve it into your arm.
no.
Nothing. Not that. So.
I don't have that ability either. There's a special ability for that, and I don't have it. None of us have that.
Right.
Frank knows a character that does, but that character is not even in this campaign.
Is there anything else you need to worry about? Or you need any questions we can ask you right now? We taught you how to kind of fix it. If your legs go down. Showed you the functionality of it. Is there anything else you need to know at this moment? If not, our attention is going to be to the rest of the party.
No, I'm gonna go find my dragon and then my other friend. I think he's still in the tower.
Wouldn't you have to resummon your dragon?
No, it doesn't go away until it dies.
Yeah, but it was in the ship with
No,
us.
it wasn't.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was on the outskirts of the ship, but the blast radius is still big enough for it.
Yeah. I was like, because you lost your dude.
Because that was like
and I was
70 something
fairly
points of damage, wasn't it? I would say he's too
Obliterated.
I say he's too
in addition
There's
to
how many points do you remember, Frank?
It
Exactly.
was like 70 something, but it was 2 different damage types. Because you had the initial force of the blast, then the fire that followed, and then the secondary one. I think altogether was like 120.
Yeah, they're both dead. So, Sparky's ring is back here then. Like, shit.
You can summon what, once per thing
Once
for
per long
free?
rest.
For
Once-
free, and then you have to burn a spell to bring him
I have to
back.
burn a first level spell slot. I'll have to bring it back any other time.
So you know your mark that summons your dragon is
Intact.
in full tattoo. Like it's
It's
when you use it, it fades, but it's still there. You still see
Yeah.
it. It's just faded. Now it's fully set in like an actual full tattoo is.
well, that's not good.
Your dude, however, you can turn him into a warthog if you want to use him. Well, you get to take his level plus his con, and that's subtracted from his maximum hit points completely.
As he makes it, tells he does
You almost smacked me with that. He did.
it. Yeah. Tails.
You done smacked me with that. I'd be wrecking you.
Well, he's gonna say, don't go far. You can wander and walk within this wing. Do not leave it.
Gotcha.
Anything else, try to find us. We're gonna be in the adjoining rooms to work on the rest. And he walks out of the room. Which way you guys want me to go? That way or that way?
Go that way this time.
I went that way and I got it.
Alright, so.
So you go this way? You want me? I'll go this way. That's fine.
Alright, we'll go this way then.
Okay, so 1, 2. As you drift in the astral sea, hearing him, seeing everything float on by. What in this moment, in your fleeting life, do you think about?
I have tasted death. Now I want to taste life.
Why?
Knowing death has answered my questions. I have experienced it. I can go back now. I can truly live.
Then be the star reborn. And you see yourself as you choose life. Your body deteriorates into nothing but massive stars. When you move your hands, you can see the outline of them. There are no veins, there is no skin, there is no bone, no flesh. Stars. Swirling bits of tiny stars and energy. An ethereal version of yourself. This once ancient God holds you in the palm of his hand, seeing you nothing but a swirl of energy, and just crushes and molds. Looks like he's working with clay. You just see him start to take shape, start to pull things apart and shape it. Let's see if this is what you want. And plus, you can see this thread come from it. And you're just floating, this body made of energy that just formed. You choose life. Let's make it so. You will be reborn as the brightest new star that exists. The rising star. A galaxy full of infinite possibilities. And he flings you down, kind of like a yo-yo. But he lets go. It's just a shooting star going through masses of galaxies and systems to where it comes to this orange yellowish planet. And you quickly see the ground coming closer and closer and closer as you break the cloud or the skyline, and you're just coming down. And it looks like you're about to crash land into the palace itself. But said, as soon as you do it, you kind of like brace yourself, and then you're like that, and then you wake up. And you're laying down. You see your arms. Nothing's changed. Look at your legs. Nothing's changed. Look around. Nothing's changed. And then you just hear it. And you look down and your whole torso, your chest, is nothing but biomechanical equipment. You can just hear it loudly. And it jerks your body like it's trying to electroshock you. And then you hear it. Silence. No ticking, slight hum or slight vibration. But no. Just you. Laying down on the table. What do you do?
I'm gonna go through the motions of like somebody coming out of unconsciousness, regaining consciousness, the brain kind of resetting, moving fingers and toes first and foremost.
You start. You flex and contract each finger, each joint, and it's stiff at first and it starts to easily, it starts to loosen up, it's sore. But the main pain is just here, and that's the main pain. You're going through and you're kind of remembering. Go ahead and make a intelligence saving.
21, 18 plus 3.
Was it 21? You remember the show. You don't remember what happens afterwards. Now you're here waking up. You have a temporary amnesia. But you can recall your name, you can recall the ship, and you being hooked up to it, and it's working, going through the command list, going to see what was all wrong with it. And that's it. You don't remember anything else. Between then and now. You're trying, and you just can't grasp what it is.
You want to try to sit up?
Okay. Go ahead and give me a constitution.
Saving throw? 19.
DC was 18. So you try, and at first it's kind of like you're using it, and you're like, this chest is too heavy. I can't do it. And then you're like, wait a minute, it's light, and you sit up, and you can just when you sit up, you can feel some type of drainage happening, and you look to your side. There is some coagulated blood dripping.
Hey!
I know. And then you hear the sound of that whirling of the door, and you see what looks to be a shaman coming in. Oh God, you're awake. Good.
Oh. It was like, is that a good thing
You
or a
gave
bad
us a
thing?
scare. How are you feeling?
Give me like all that together.
Do you remember who you are?
I remember who I am, yes.
How much do you remember?
I remember talking with a device.
Like a crow?
Smarter. The hallways, the machinery I've never seen before. It all recognized me.
Interesting.
And I remember rushing to aid, and then darkness. As if I was adrift in the astral sea once more.
What we noticed, we've heard a loud crash, some type of explosion. As we rushed outside to see what happened, we heard the sound of several beings just fall into the sand. We turned and we saw you. We saw your people you traveled with, and we hurried up and brought you in. Whatever this device you're talking about, there were scattered fragments of some type of metallic-sized debris all around. What was it?
It was a ship. More grand than what you use now.
A ship.
A ship.
We'd never seen a ship.
It was hidden from sight
Where?
off the side of the tower.
Under our very nose, we didn't even know. Well, we would not touch that side of the tower because it belonged to you. Huh. Well,
It was ruined to begin with, and, well...
yes. Yeah, that is going to be painful.
How much of me was left when you found me?
It was a gruesome sight to tell us. We took what we can. We saved what was intact, but your chest was severely, was too critical for us to do anything. So we used the bio arcana and the material from the ore to create that to keep you alive.
What of my gear? What survived?
Some stuff survived. You have a cloak, a bottle, the skiff that we handed you. Your armor is damaged, but the bows are okay. We also found this, and it's a slightly cracked crystal. That was attached to it.
May I have it? I hope this still works. No. What about everybody else?
Well, at the moment, most of your company is here. There's one is severely on death's door, as it were. That is up to them. We tried our best to do it. Other people suffered a fate like yours in different parts. I just came from one. He is walking around now.
You're right. The stubborn bastard won't die.
His companion is not. There's remains of somebody, but not enough to reconstruct. ask you something. Above table. Would all organs do you think would be damaged?
All of them?
Stomach, right lungs, large intestine, small intestine, spleen, liver, kidneys.
Okay, like, which two do you think will be the most screwed up?
Yes.
Stomach, probably.
Intestines.
Okay. So, your intestines and your heart. So for that, your device, your mechanical chest, will heal you, as it were. It knows how to repair itself. On top of that, when you take a short rest and you have to roll hit die, you don't. You gain the maximum of that hit die. So when you short rest, you no longer need to heal. Whatever you take, maximum.
Word.
For that is the device self-repairing and keeping you alive.
Wicked.
And he looks at you as he's going, like after everything he's telling you about this, your device on your chest. I gave you more of a hardiness to it. Explains itself, repairs itself. When you take a, when you rest or have downtime, it will self-repair any damage. He goes, the one that's critical was your feathered friend. There was so much that she is more machine now. She is more of the product. This is the first we've ever had to do a complete reconstruction. She is more in her than the Sultan does. It is up to her if she can fight to stay alive.
Can you help me, Tumor?
Yes. And he takes you up and he walks you out the door very slowly. But enough for you to, up there is, he's putting you the lean on and he's trying not, you see him, he's not putting the hand on you, but you see him kind of click two things on the side and two krell are attaching themselves to you and just keeping you upright. Very gently, but the speed is your own walking. They're kind of using some type of, they're not touching you.
Yeah.
It's like reverse magnetic polarity that's keeping you upright. That is what they're doing.
I'm going to ask this. Because of all the amount of trauma he had, should I take another, if not 2 levels of exhaustion?
You know, roll me D4.
Just playing the story.
In the box.
2.
Okay.
Sets it to 4. Which it makes sense, and my movement speed is now 10.
Disadvantage on ability checks, speed is half, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and your hit point maximum is halved.
Oh, it's going off of current rule set. So,
Well, that's current to begin with.
no, the 2024. Minus 8 to D20 test and minus 20 feet to speed.
That's what 4 levels of exhaustion is? That's all it gives? That's all it does?
Mm-hmm.
So what is it?
Minus 8 to all D20 rolls.
Okay.
And minus 20 feet to speed.
Damn. Okay. I was looking at the old one. Cover that up later.
Legacy, it just says hit point maximum halved.
Whoops.
That's all.
It's not. Ah! There it is. It's hiding. That's death saving for this.
At 5th level, it's negative 10.
Oh, there it is.
You found it.
It's on the conditions. Okay, so the condition is accumulated each time you receive it. You gain 1 exhaustion level. Cool. So D20 tests are affected. You make when you make a D20 test, the roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level.
So 8.
Your speed is reduced a number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion level.
So 20 feet.
Finishing a long rest removes 1 of your exhaustions. Okay. When you reach 0, the condition ends. Cool. Gotcha. That's on the condition aspect, not a chart like the old one. Gotcha. So as these krill are aiding you to bones.
Oh shit. Okay. Odd.
Cool. Lucy, as
Present.
you wake
I'm guessing it's still the whole, like, we're laying like this kind of thing.
you notice a lot of things. For one. Still the ringing in your ear, the craziness of everything going on. You can hear muddled noises. You can hear metal breaking. You can hear the buzzing of something mechanical happening. As you look around, you have scarring on you, for sure. But what strikes first is you hear the click and the searing pain as a mechanical arm attaches itself to your elbow. You hear it clicking,
Oh, she gonna try to grip through the pain.
kind of like, that auto nail with Edward. When he gets it in, he screams like a bitch. So go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Sure, I'll take this one. Constitution is... Okay. It's a nat 20 plus 7.
Okay. So you grit as hard as you can. And you barrel through it. And you just see this. You just look and you just see this this full metallic arm take shape, and you can see the greenish energy kind of roll through, and then it just fades into black, and you just have this like this obsidian looking hand, but it's not like a prism, but you can see shades of like a copper aspect into
Almost
it.
like the rifle was.
And you can, and as you just look at it, you just see it there motionless, and then just out of like sheer reflex, you're just like this, and you're looking.
I love this music going with this. This is so trippy.
You have functionality of it. It works. And then you hear the door, and you just look, and you just go.
Would it come out of my palm of my hand or something?
Yeah.
Actually, no, it didn't. You just see your whole hand. You
Like
see
it
your
like
hand.
twists.
Your hand, no, your hand doesn't twist. Your hand caves in.
Oh,
And you
that's
see a
trippy.
barrel came out, and it just goes, and then it goes back to your hand. And you just see the shaman going, ho! Ho, 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 wait a minute. Wait a minute here, I'm the good guy.
What kind of medicine did you give me?
A lot of different things.
So I'm
Yes.
still asleep. Gotcha.
No, you're awake. You're awake. You're absolutely awake.
I'm
What the hell just happened? I got it!
Sun's getting low, big guy.
Easy there, killer. That's live.
Obviously.
That's a good one.
What happened? What is this? I mean, cool. Wait, what is going on? I'm not
You were in.
spazzing out. This is real.
We heard an explosion. As we went outside, with the stargazer in you plummeted. Your arm was fused to a weapon. So we used the essence of the biomagic with the ore to take that fusion and turn it into a functional hand.
She like pats around to see if anything else is on her. She looks for the parapet too. She's just like,
You touch yourself, you're new.
whoa.
Hopefully you didn't sit up.
She that's instinct. She did so,
Oh.
but her hair kind of does. Poof.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Where's? I'm
Close.
guessing all my gear is gone. Question.
Some of your gear.
I know I stashed some stuff in bags of holding. So is that stuff safe?
That stuff is intact. There, he kind of very hesitantly, he moves very slowly. He's like, over here.
Why are you moving like that?
Don't raise your hand. I don't
I'll
know if your
raise
hand's
this hand.
based off movement. If not, you don't see the blast hole in the goddamn side of the road.
I don't know how this works.
I was going to explain it, but apparently you figured it out.
I might need explanation because I think that was just reaction.
I don't
You're-
want to get
you're
shot.
How about she tries to sit up a little bit more and like puts her hand behind her back. She's just like, and slowly sits back because she's cautioning herself now. She's just like, it's still squishy.
There's a box right here. It has what we salvaged. Mainly of it. They're here and they bring like this is the queen and kind of like you said kind of picked out these clothes for you guys to wear.
Appreciate it. Do you have anything for headaches? Apparently this medicine's I'm getting a bit of a headache from all this.
That
Wait. I'm the only one in this room.
yes. Don't shoot me.
You're fine. Where's everybody else? Are they okay?
Yes or no?
I remember.
You kind of see him like touching
You're-
like a shield pops up. It's an arcane shield. Just goes.
You're fine.
I ain't taking precautions. Like I'm just telling you.
I remember some creature. A cloaked creature. So one of the crow dragged him, and a ticking sound, or beeping, and a bright light. And that's it.
Crows cannot cloak.
They dragged something more humanoid, but not human looking.
I have no idea what that
Do you have parchment, pen, ink?
Yes. And he kind of like.
She grabs it with her normal hand, and she kind of tries to she's like.
They hand you like a quell.
She tries to think if she's trying to see if
Spills
she
the ink
can
all over
move
the place.
the fingers like normal.
It doesn't require it.
She tries to see if she
Yeah,
can move
she
the
just
fingers
needs
like
to-
normal.
well,
Like I'm guessing this is. Do
no,
I have to do performance, or is it just fluidity to it?
You have functionality.
So she's going to try to recreate kind of what this thing looked like, if she can, based off memory.
Right.
And then as she does this and tries to think back, it's kind of like everything's flooding back. And if the blast hit us, she knows there's at least one down and the rest were hurting bad-ish. So she's trying to like do this and like focus just on this right now, not like run out the room.
Right, go ahead and roll me a d4, please.
D4?
Yes, sir. Should roll that question.
Alright. And she puts it back behind her back. She like really tries to like scoot herself and then sit up, like lay against her hand. And then she hands it. She's like, it's facing that way. And hands the paper.
You just take it back.
That's what the crow dragged. Like they were I don't know. That's the thing. Is it familiar? Maybe not now, but before. Something from the past. Even in just descriptions.
We've seen something like this before from passed down in stories from the three, but they never told us what they were.
What'd they say about them? Good, bad, not
Mix of both. They're more
elusive.
They were searching for a new place with the crow. Them and the crows somewhat shared a symbiotic nature.
Those things.
Yes. But every time we try to bring it up, it's like between them and like the stargazer that's here, between them, the crow, and this. They all share some type of symbiosis or something to do with that, but we try to press to understand what it is, and they don't tell us much. They never said stuff, but we have stories that maybe they were.
Is there anyone I could speak to that would have more possible knowledge of this?
Maybe your stargazer? If not, all the stuff that we know of anciently
Was
is.
in the tower. Or the king.
I think it's the king, the sultan might know, or whatever's materials or lures in the pyramids. We've
That's a
never
fair
really dived into it. Well, we tried, nobody's come back.
Well, hopefully that changes. How is everyone else?
Two are waking up. Two are up and moving about. The Stargazer being escorted to the critical one.
The one that was unconscious. I would
The
like.
one that has so much burns and dismemberment that they're full bio. This is a historic moment for us because we are using full bio arcana.
I would like to go as close as I can to her. I know if they're still working on her, I don't want to be in the way, but I'd like to be there.
Just don't shoot me. Do whatever you need to.
I would need someone to at least help me understand perfectly how this works. At some point, I don't.
That's
Until
easy
then,
enough.
I'll keep my hand down.
It's easy enough. When you want to cause harm, it will retract.
Just think about it.
When you want to cause harm, it will retract and it will bring out the weapon. And when you don't want to cause harm, it will go away. But if you bring out the weapon, you lose your ability of your hand
Until I'm done.
until you're done and until it retracts.
Does anyone else have anything like this?
No. Everybody's different.
No.
Your
Thanks, Dad.
the human looking one that has the marks and tattoos.
Oh,
on
no,
it.
not my crew. Anyone here, living around here, have anything close to this kind of
No.
menagerie? Okay, that's what I'm. That's what I'm.
You're the first that we've incorporated a weapon into it.
Great.
A lot of it's just utility.
Some poster child for armed hens.
Yes.
Talk about armed and dangerous.
But I will keep my hand down for now to keep safety. But I will grab my stuff after. I do need to probably dress before I go see my friend.
That'd be very wise. Watch your other hand. We try to take that device off and it won't come off actually. And he kind of
Oh
pulls
no!
back his kind of like shaman. He kind of lifts up his little, tunic type thing, and there are 3 claw marks on his thigh.
Jesus.
In my bag.
I ain't touching shit over
She
here.
kind of goes. She goes over and in the little bag she digs through. And he watches just her arm go all the way down in this little bag and pulls out. Drink that. It'll heal you.
Or kill me.
No, it'll heal you.
You tried to kill me twice!
It's a potion of healing. I promise.
He is so intimidated. He's good. It's just.
She steadies him a little bit and she's like, just drink it. She's like, whoa. Now look at you.
Boom!
She goes right beside. I'm kidding.
It slowly starts to heal
Close.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not trying to kill you.
Not trying to hurt you. I do apologize about the waking up startling thing.
You're fine. Oh.
She goes to get changed. What did they give me? Is it kind of this almost similar to what I wore before? Or a little bit more clothed?
It's not. Yes and no. So it's not elegant. It's like everyday attire. So it's kind of like a sleeveless shirt and like some shorts and stuff that are
Breezy pants.
very light and breezy pants. Yes.
So
How you want to make it look as basic clothing for outdoor wear in a desert, you're fine.
it'd be the
But it's like kind of like a sleeveless, like shirt-ish tunic. Think of, I would say more along the lines of think of like Chun-Li from Street Fighter. She has like that half dress that is in front and back, and there's
We'll go
pants
with
or
that.
like shorts
Sure.
type area. Like
we'll go Chun-Li.
that's the
And
the best.
sandals. Or she's not even gonna care about throwing shoes on at the moment. So
It's fine.
Up to me.
I just yeah. Kind of like just very cautiously, kind of. And as you turn, as you take this turn down this passageway, you can see now sort of see him. You kind of can see him, but you see like these two crow helping somebody, but their whole chest is nothing but metal, like your arm.
Yo.
Roll me a d4.
D4. Of course, they're all. I'm so used to doing this for the character. I'm just like, let me dig with one hand. No, I got two hands. There it is. Almost lost it. 4.
One level. I'm rolling a d4 here. Whatever it takes, I'm subtracting.
I was on death's door, so would I put my health up?
Nah, you're at one hand.
Let me just put that real quick so I can get my. There.
Something like that.
I think it'd be better cold.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it'd be good on ice as well.
I forget where I click exhaustion at.
Conditions.
Jinx.
I already handed you a soda.
That's very true.
Alright.
You're gonna mark it as one.
Oh, were the stats the way we mentioned before?
Yes.
Okay, so I did fix that right. Cool.
And you subtracted the hit point?
Yep.
Cool. And like I said, you line up with him. What looks to be like him.
Her arm is just staying down to the ground right now. She doesn't trust that shit. My hand's a live wire, man. It's a live gun. Just be like, hey, how you doing? Bam. She's just like, I'm sorry.
For what?
Talk about that later. You're probably going, are you going where I'm going, I'm assuming?
To see bones, yes.
And you see that as you guys approach, there are at least a dozen of these shamans around. And there is a massive chunk of this ore. And there are at least a baker's dozen of crow. And you could just see, like, the door is shut. They are all in this bigger room. And you just see them countlessly hovering over. And you can see at one point they take at one point you see two of them carry this one wing and bring it over to the table. Then you see one bring a leg over. We'll come to that in a bit. Already woken up and dealing with this.
Yes.
At the moment, one of your eyes, you are completely blinded. So it's like how your periphery is.
Yeah. Yeah. I got
You
you.
can't see one side of anything off of your periphery at all.
Okay. So I might not be able to see, but I am fully coherent at this time. So I'm gonna kind of.
Yeah, you're waked up. You're kind of getting used to everything. It's just that slight ringing sound is still in your ear.
Yeah. Is there anyone in the room with me currently?
Not at the moment.
Okay. How clothed am I?
Not.
Okay.
You and naked.
I don't care. I'm ignoring everything else. I am going to head toward the door. I'm going to get up and head to the door.
The patting of the naked feet.
As soon as you go to the door, it flames open. And the one is just, you see it, and there's like this skittish shaman, like that's kind of in training.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And he kind of just he flings the door open, and you're right there. He goes, "Ha, ha, ha!" He has to be like at least like 23.
Okay.
He's a very shy boy.
Whoa. Do
Yes.
He's never seen in the.
Yes.
He's not seen
Yes.
the divine.
Yes. Yes.
His first
yes.
is anyone speaking? Can I understand what's being said?
Thank you, Liz, for.
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering if
No
I
one else
talk,
heard
are they
that.
gonna understand what I'm saying? Okay. Where's the bird? The bird.
The rocks?
That way.
Okay. I am going to run down the hall.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Well, because you're up your leg.
Okay. So I rolled a 17 and a 16 naturally. My dex is a +6. So
22.
yeah.
Okay. Striking enough, you don't bump into anything when you make a turn. Because your perception is so off at the moment.
Yeah, I know. But I'm also kind of.
You're just getting these weird looks of you like, because you point a direction and you're kind of like speed walking your way through it, and everybody's like,
Naked lady. Whoa.
Yeah.
See that?
she has an 18 charisma. I mean,
I ain't seen nothing.
they're just
Y'all
kind of
missed
like.
what I said earlier. This is probably the first time they've all seen the
You
divine.
see one like look across the like the hallway, and you just see this guy going.
Yo.
Like he
oh,
got,
I ain't
like he
seen
has
nothing.
like this, like he has like
Matter
a
of fact,
floating
I'm blind
book,
in
and
my
he's like
left eye.
jotting down notes of what's going on and like
Really,
how
for
everything's
sake,
going,
blind
and
in
it
my
just
right
goes.
eye.
As
I
soon as I hit a space where I don't know where I'm going anymore, I'm asking the next available person, where's the bird?
So the guy who just dropped his book is like, yes,
Where's the bird?
that way.
And I'm gonna
Go
keep.
3 doors down. You'll see a massive room. There's a glass wall thing. I think two of your friends are just walking that way.
Okay, thank you.
He
And
has-
I'm going to keep
And he
going.
turns back around and he just goes.
I hate to
And
see
you see
it
the other
being
guys just
watching
like,
you
you
go.
see the other guys just already staring down the hallway. It's like,
Come back. I want to see you leave again.
you see him just pick up the book and it just flies back in the air and he's just jaunting.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
like-
Well,
He's just
see,
making notes.
Hold it down,
He's just making notes now.
see, the funny thing is like one of my legs is like kind of fully gone now. So like I am normal on one leg and the other one is mechanical.
You're an amuse.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Anyway, okay.
Where the hell did they come
Is the
Body cool sick.
I would say when you guys are approaching, you guys are looking at the glass and you're seeing the thing come over. You just hear the.
It's more like a.
And you your first glance is you see this naked person going, but you see a whole bunch of shaman just leaning over the hall, and then once they make eye contact with you, John, they just.
She's about to be like, hey. You.
Witnessing this, 15 feet behind her, I'm casting darkness.
I've been blinded. I've seen beauty and now I'm blind.
Blinded by the light.
just this massive shadow just blocks
Blinded
the
by the
wall.
light.
We're like,
well, it doesn't help.
we need to observe. This is this is where we help y'all. What are you doing?
I'm okay. So my big thing is going to be getting into that room as quickly as possible because she was kind of the last tie to her consciousness. So she's going to try to assist as much as possible.
The door is shut.
I will use my new mechanical arm to try to
Make
strong
press.
arm it.
Bam.
I don't care. I
Break the
want
glass.
in that room.
It won't budge.
It won't budge. I mean, you can roll a strength check.
Yeah, that's a 7. That's not doing shit.
When you pull, you feel that strain of it pulling.
Yeah, I'm probably also not.
Roll me a d4. It's like the adrenaline kicking in.
1.
You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
When you pull back, you feel that strain, and then it catches up to you. You're like, because now that side that is metallically there, that
I'm
bits and
kind of
pieces,
noticing.
it's hurting now.
Mm-hmm.
So that strain is now clicking on, and when you do it, you kind of like go down like this, and for some odd reason, your eye just and you can see out.
Huh.
They're doing everything they can, Amori.
I need in that room.
And you don't see one of her eyes. She doesn't have an eye. It is solid black with a gold dot
That's trippy. Sorry. Wear your clothes. Okay.
I'm not worried about that right now.
I'm
Dying. Dying?
I get
Dying.
that, but you probably have one of them let you in.
I know
Maybe.
one of them.
They could
We still can't say.
As he
Eyes
hears that,
on her eyes.
I'm reaching out to disguise self
Okay.
Oh God.
and realize it's not there.
You could have just yelled at
just
Get a cloak. I don't care. I was the last tie to her consciousness. I might be able to save her from complete destruction, but it's gonna be tough.
Just gonna kind of stand in front of her.
But I need in there now.
Can I get a robe or something, please? Just
We can't see to hand you one.
get rid of the darkness. She's behind me.
You just see him,
She licks.
and it's shaking.
Is it the same guy? Oh my god, she grabs the
He's
cloak.
the dumb one, because he's the intern, and he does all the stupid work.
So she kind of like goes behind, like looks behind and just like put this on.
And he just like,
For the sake of them
And he
and their soul.
he hands it, when you take it off him, his eyes are shut.
Okay, she's covered. You're all good now, you're welcome.
It's okay.
I may have almost shot him.
With what?
At this time, you hear metal clacking. As you see, like, this human
Hey look, it's even Tenya.
tattooed is just stretching out his newfound legs, and you see Ryu coming down this hallway with speed.
Slams on the brakes. I'm just leaving sparks.
I mean, you could leave literal probable skid marks on the floor. Anyway.
Skid marks.
Actually, you put ruts.
I thought we
You
told
put
him to
ruts
stop
in the
dragging
marble.
his ass across the floor.
No, he put ruts. He put ruts
Yeah.
in the marble when he stopped.
God, ow.
Wow.
Forget it, you were raising the wild.
And you notice that you have an ASMR fully naked with a cloak on.
And her boobs and
Like you saw a glimpse, and then just you see Lucy kind of.
Hey, Isaac there.
I don't care.
She's still only moving with one arm right now.
Yeah.
Can
Sorry,
someone
I was
please
blinded
let
by
our
the light.
healer in the room? She is a healer.
You're taking this.
The last one who had hands on her consciousness was me. If we want her to not be completely annihilated, I need in that room.
Just let her in, please.
Kind of.
It's getting
taps on the glass.
It's getting
one of the-
super scarred face death glare
Like one of them, or like
with a weird eye.
the guy just like taps on the glass.
Frantic
And
tapping.
you see one of them like turn around and goes. And you see him turn, and there's a hand. What? And you see him open the door.
I thought he was gonna be like,
You know, he hits the side and shh.
I push him out of the way.
what do you want? Go away.
No,
What do you want? Can't
no,
you
he
see?
turns it
You see
off.
with this right now?
And then he turns and he's about to say, "Hey, you give me." And what's that? And
We will stay
as
out of
Amari's in the room, he kind of just goes out and he's like, "We're doing everything we possibly can to reconstruct her. It's touch and go. We've never done this. That's why it's a all hands-on situation."
If you do need all hands, we have a healer as well. Just tell her what to do.
They don't know how. You guys don't know how to work with the bioeconomy.
I don't need the biomechanicals.
Whatever's organic left of her.
There is nothing. You saw the pieces. We're trying to put her back together.
I know.
The last one to have hands on her physical consciousness was me.
We're doing everything, and you just see like the eldest one just kind of taps on the back. It's done. The only thing we can do now is hope it takes hold and she fights. But we will give you the room, and you've done all we can. It is all into her spirit, and for the materials to take hold and do what they do. The Krell are going to be in here doing their best to fix and attach everything that they possibly can. We will give you guys the room. And you see the kind of just looks at them, and they all just look and walk out, and some of them are covered in
Probably exhausted.
black ichor, and some are exhausted. And they just all leave, and as soon as they're in there, the one waves his hand in front of the door, and it shuts, and he waves it on the glass, and it shuts. And here you're in a room, and all you see before you is just these Krells hooked up like wires, and this green essence is just going or feeding into what looks to be a full metallic sized version of bones. Inert, dormant, no glow in the eyes, but you just see this glow and swirl of energy of this green arcane energy just flowing from these Krells into them like tethers.
Okay. Trying to figure out how I want to do this.
Whatever you think you can do, do it.
Well, while you figure that out,
Okay.
Bones, you awake to your Kenku self in the realm of the dead, in front of that throne room, with the matron of ravens right there looking at you.
Okay.
You're here. You're back, but not as intended.
Yeah. Would I remember what happened?
Give me, first off, roll a d4.
One.
No levels of exhaustion to you.
Well, one?
Nifty Neato.
I rolled 4. It's subtracted by it.
Oh.
She is out of the DM's control at the moment. It is in the Raven Queen's hands. 18 was the DC. You fully remember?
A lot of weird things happened. There was these little things kept shooting at us.
I know. I've seen it.
Okay. And
Yes. You died.
lovely. Okay, cool. Not cool. Where's everybody else?
Most of the traveling companions are alive. Some have been. Most, all of them have been under some form of metamorphosis.
Okay. A quick question. Is it just her there, or is that knight there as well?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
really
fuck.
That was another question.
Yeah. But at the moment, he's not
Okay.
there. In hindsight, he's in the queue.
Oh.
Like at the back of the line.
Oh.
He didn't do nothing worthy yet to even deem an audience with her.
Poor guy.
But a full-on death cleric of her, you're first in line.
There's somebody grumbling about being cut in front of.
Oh yeah.
There's somebody. They're like, I've been waiting 300 plus years for this BS.
Finally my day. And
Oh,
it's
what's
her.
next? This flash of gold lightning just pulls in, and this person, this winged thing just
It's
comes
just
in.
those.
What the hell going on there? And you just see the doors go. Shit.
You done fucked up, AA Ron.
And then you just see her wave her hand, and the scales. And she reaches into you. And this, she pulls this golden thread out, and the essence of your soul is on one side. And she plucks one of her feathers and lays it down.
I want to say while this is happening, I cast Aura of Purity.
Okay.
So that radiates me from a 30-foot radius until the spell ends. Each non-hostile creature in the aura can't become diseased, has resistance to poison damage, has advantage on saving throws against effects that cause any of, like, a bunch of different conditions. I wasn't sure if that was going to be helpful or not, or if it would help with the troll or not.
So before the scales set, anything you wish to tell me? How do you think your life has been?
Pretty good. A little chaotic.
Do you deem what your actions have done so far are worthy to pass through?
Yes. Wait. Pass
Do
through
your
your pearly
deeds.
gates.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes. Have your deeds
Yes.
be pure of heart, without hate. I like how it turns church-going type things.
Ironically, right after I cast the aura thing, dude.
spell.
Yeah. Yep. They're good.
Have we heard? Like, not through her, but I'm guessing if we say it. I'm not saying now, but I don't know if it's a back and forth thing if the Raven Queen hears us. That is a question to find out perhaps later, but that is just a question I figured to ask. Because I don't want to interrupt and be like, blah, 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 while you guys are doing, like, this.
Yes and no. Outside, all you see now animating from this metallic version of her is a single half golden thread.
Oh, we see it then?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a half glowing one. It's not fading or moving, but it's just a thread. And I would say those who have like the keenish eyes, so anything above 20, which is mainly all of you, minus you, see the other side of this very faint golden thread going off into the distance.
Well, knowing how
Even with his new pledge.
At the time, yes, you see it today. You see a faint glow as well. But it's faint. It's not pure gold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say about a foot. About a foot off of her is pure gold. Everything else, it diminishes.
The further it goes.
Yeah. Well, knowing how the Raven Queen operates, would I recognize that this is her soul strain?
Make a religion.
Lucy's gonna walk up towards where her head is. Like, try to go around the crown. It's too, like,
I want to give you
vault
advantage on it.
around.
Okay.
And place her hand, like, kind of like over her head, like this.
Cold to the touch. You use your Metallica.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, what you do is you feel that spark.
Then I would say if it does that, she probably switches to the other hand, tries to, like, okay, maybe that's a
I
bad.
say like it feels a spark, but what was weird is that you kind of passed into it, into her head, and it comes back out when you felt that spark. You kind of moved back out. It was kind of like ethereal, but it wasn't ethereal because it was in black and white. It happened.
So she kind of, like, switches hands and she's like,
It doesn't go through this time.
Bones, please come back to us.
23.
Yes.
I hit.
This is the when somebody's threat is showing.
Yeah.
The Raven Queen is in direct contact with this person, ushering them home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remembered when we were in her domain that she was messing with the strings, so that's why I was like, would I have remembered that that's what she was doing?
This is the path of judgment.
Mm-hmm.
As her hands there, and she asks you of your pure heart, the scales erratic, go up and down.
Your fight's not over yet.
You know, once things should stay dead, remains dead. But apparently your companions do not care. And you hear Lucy's voice echo faintly.
Mm-hmm.
Bones, come back to us. You see a golden fainted image of what looks to be a Martin in a robe. Ish.
Oh god. Get a doctor's lab coat.
Yeah, you're gonna get my lady. Her work for you is not done yet.
Apparently they want you back.
I would like to go back.
You know our loss.
Mm.
It's instead it should not go back. But there's magic here that I am unfamiliar with. She kind of pulls that string, and you see on your side that string gets a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And when she pulls it, it like there's like an anchoring point. It doesn't pull anymore. And when she pulls it real tight, it's not gold anymore. It's green. Interesting.
What's happening?
I thought you could tell me. This is different. And it piques her enough to lean off of her throne, and for the first time in your life, the mask comes off.
You're the only one that glimpsed her face. Look at you.
Because she's like, I need to get my double seeing glasses
And
on.
you see, at first, it is breathtaking. Because it is pure beauty.
Would you say, because like how we explained before, it almost reminds her of the, because she was there when the Battle of the Wills happened and Nevaeh and them were there. Would it give her a small, like, kind of similar glimpse to that necromancer she saw? Because they were kind of ish on the same look.
Not at this moment.
No.
But pure beauty. With gold irises, as it were. I do not know this magic. And I am totally unfamiliar with this. But apparently some force is holding me back.
I want to, like, explain, but also I don't want to metagame.
Because we can't hear anything.
Would
No. I want to be like, hey, if you don't send her back now, something else is going to take over your favorite's body.
Would I put two and two together of what happened? Like, why that's green and...
Make it Arcana check.
I don't like this song.
She's on
I'm-
heartstrings.
12.
Excuse me?
And this is a song because usually somebody dies.
Yeah.
I mean, she is dead, but, like, not, maybe not yet.
So no, you cannot put two and two together. You kind of have the idea
Yeah.
that it's, that you've seen people with kind of like that greenish glow within their mechanical, like, appendages. So it's loosely it might be this. I said with that thread green and seeing and hearing Lucy's voice and seeing a golden image of Amari, they're calling. And you just see the Raven Queen just in an intrigued mode, like analyzing this, pulling the threads apart of this single golden thread, pulling the tiny fabrics apart to try to understand what this is. She is so lost in thought. But right now, you have their connection.
Okay.
You can hear Lucy and Amari.
Telling you to come back. Please come back. Your fight's not over, Bugs. so many more shiny things. So many more bones to collect.
That's literally what I was gonna say. I was gonna be like, there's so many more dead things for you. It'd be really funny if I was like, Bones, if you come back, I'll give you my severed arm.
Technically,
the funny thing is that would be actually tempting.
I mean, not lying, she can have hers. It's over there on the table.
Yeah. I can loot the medical ward.
It's my body.
Literally,
Don't
you
touch
get
it.
both my legs.
She could literally just go after the medical ward that is her body. It's hers.
Nope, not gonna say it on camera.
I
That
need
one's
you-
too bad.
I
That
need
one's
you
too
to be
bad.
gay.
That's an inside joke for me and Frank for later.
I have a question above table for you all. With now having been here, I can't recall. Has he witnessed anybody die yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet. You were
This
Yes.
is the first.
You were in the group before, like,
Ah,
after. We
Yes,
lost.
but it was Kalan.
Yeah, technically you did
Yeah,
watch Blonde's head get
Yeah.
chopped off.
But
While he was under the control of the Raven Queen. Well, repurposed.
wait.
No, because his head got ripped off from Grievous. Or cut off. It was cut off.
Wasn't wait, when
You saw, yeah, Kalan's death from the Raven Queen.
Yeah, the reason why I ask is because of that one.
what do you have?
He just,
I'm trying to remember if he has seen Ryu lose his shit or not.
nope.
What
No, this is gonna be thrown.
Actually, you know what?
do you have seen
Go ahead and roll me an insight.
Oh, sorry, Dor.
Shit.
Sorry, Dor.
Not you.
No, I'm
No,
rolling.
you didn't
See,
see.
he wasn't here for
You
that.
make a wisdom
was a
saving
different
throw.
one?
That's
Okay.
cocked.
DC would be 1.
That okay.
I just
Okay.
wasn't know.
I can tell you
Yeah.
it's already gonna be bad, Frank.
I forgot when everyone else showed up. Okay.
You said wisdom?
You sure about that?
What level of exhaustion you at?
Oh.
So at 2, D20 that is 2 times, so -4 to all your rolls. So what is your exhaustion?
Why I didn't hurt shit or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, mommy.
You can add her shit, but you got -4 to that roll as well. So what's the plus to your thing?
5, so it'll just be a +1.
Just +1 on top of your wisdom. So, or your wisdom saving throw.
19?
What's the last DC of yours?
21.
That was the last DC.
No. Your
Was it?
last DC was 23.
Was it?
Because you've witnessed 4 people die since.
I was gonna say, it's been a while.
So your DC's up to 26. So
Yeah, no, the last
Okay.
one was Kalon.
at the moment, right now, what you roll on your insight?
Does her... It's only for saves, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It would have been a 26, but it's an 18.
Because of -8. Right now, adrenaline's taking over for him because he is so hyped up with his new legs and stuff like that that it hasn't hit him yet. But it. Okay, I'm gonna put it to you this way, John. It's a ticking time.
Yep.
So meaning I'm gonna set it to this way. Roll me a d4, man.
A D4?
Yes, sir. Okay, mental note or pull it up on your phone. Give me a timer, 2 minutes. At 2 minutes, you freak the fuck out. So in 2 minutes, when that buzzer goes off, you need to freak the hell out. Because this PTSD of everybody dying is hitting you. Okay?
Alright.
Hang on 1 second.
I got it already.
Okay.
Now that he asks that. I
It
do
was
not.
advantage.
So it would have been a straight roll.
right? Or no?
Yes.
I've never was set up this way.
No,
I
he
thought
did a
it
straight roll.
So if he is in the aura,
Still.
has advantage on saving
bad.
throws. Oh, I guess it was.
It was worse on the second roll.
Okay.
Second roll is a nat 1.
Okay, yeah. So,
2 minutes in, well,
Count.
less than 2 minutes.
Would she have seen his freak out, assuming that they both have gone through some shit? I'm just asking this. He's asking.
So we
I want to
watched him
make
freak
sure.
out before,
I get it, but
That's all I want to.
but
make
we're
sure.
not focusing on him right now.
That's true. Yes, we're not.
you're not
So,
really focused on Ryan.
So he's on. I have blinders up right now.
He's used to seeing, to working and seeing stuff from a distance. So
His blinders aren't as set up like ours right now.
You two are like
you
hovering.
two have more tunnel vision towards boners than him. Wow, Nell, who's the newest to the group, it doesn't have that full connection yet. More so, not to say with Amari, but Ryan.
He has the full scope of the room going on right now.
Right. He has more of a connection, I'm gonna say, with Amari, but right now Amari's so tunneled in that he's not worrying about bones at the moment. He's seeing Brian on the verge right now. Anyway, so. Bones, what are you doing? You hear Amari, you see Amari, you're hearing Lucy's voice. What do you do at this moment?
Just think of what to say next. Wait. So I can see them?
You
You
can
can
see almost like a
hear
golden
Lucy.
outline of her.
Yeah.
You can see Amari.
Okay. Is it like Amari in a background or just Amari?
More ghostly image.
Okay.
And that image just kind of got like a glow around it.
Okay.
So at this time,
That was fast.
Yeah. When we talk, it takes a while.
hello, pawn actors, we should know what time it is.
Yeah.
I just got what to say.
At this time, Ryu drops to his knees. You are rolling a Constitution save.
Remember that you have advantage. What's
Oh,
it?
God.
Thank God.
Where you at?
21.
That was with the +5, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
At the moment, he is just so zoned out right now. He's just dropped to the ground. You can see tears coming from him. At the moment right now, he is in a 1,000-yard stare. So what is your reaction to hearing?
Just in deep thought about like everything. And then is she still fixated on it?
Yeah.
At the time, this is what's giving you the opportunity to talk.
Talk to them?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Oh.
I'm honed in on your soul right now.
Okay, I thought it was just okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's giving you the thing at the moment,
Mm.
because she's so fixated on this new magic that she's trying to understand what it is.
You haven't told us you're home yet.
Oh, I'm home.
You have. Pause.
Home?
Yeah.
Or home?
Definitely.
That's okay, that's what I thought. 'Cause
You were facing judgment.
no, I mean like home as in that place, or like
Like the
home as in
forest.
my body.
Oh.
That's what I.
Oh no. You can hear and see them,
Yes.
but they're ghostly images. Where you physically are right now is within the Raven
Yes.
Queen's palace.
Did you mean like in my body home?
No,
or
she's like.
home?
It's kind of like that. Like, hey, you haven't told us, your home. You haven't told us much about you. I wanted to learn so much, and I haven't had the chance, and I want that chance, Bones. You're our friend. We haven't had much talks, and I want that. I I'm so sorry this is happening. We still need you. Your fight is not over.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm going to kind of give you a hint, but also kind of appeal to your sense of duty. And be like, there is still much more you have left to experience for your queen. Should something happen, we may need her. And you.
We can't tell you what you need and don't need to do, but I don't feel it's over yet for you.
I also can't guarantee in what form you might come back in.
I need one of you to roll me a d20.
D20, do you want to do it or do you want me to?
14.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, because I can still talk to y'all.
Okay.
What happened
You're
to
staying
my
trained on him.
body?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you hear him mutter over and over, it's my fault, it's my fault, it's my fault, it's my fault. It's almost like a hyperventilation. It's my fault. Just on repeat. That's what he's saying.
Do we hear her? She's speaking, or is it a Mori that hears
No,
her?
no, you guys can hear her.
Yeah.
What happened to my body?
There was
You can either be funny, sarcastic, that would be cool too. Or just full on hard truth.
I brought you back.
Okay.
However, in the process of trying to get you out, there was an explosion.
I know that one, yeah.
Would you say that she would
Bones, roll me a d20.
would you say she actually feels like a hand on her head or not really?
The force of the blast blew you away from me.
Good one.
Oh,
It's 15.
it is? 15. I actually can't tell if that's a 15 or a 12. Are you sure that's a 15?
It looks like a 15. Yeah, that's 15.
Okay.
Oh
The blast, doing that, you can feel that blast there. You can see flashes of this, the plethora of shamans putting wings back together, putting their arms back together, and it shakes you to your core. That you see that golden thread get a little bit smaller. I'm treating this as death saving throws, hence life and death tokens.
Oh. I didn't see the other one.
Was he on?
Do I look like the robot man?
You can't see your physical body.
There's
I think she's asking.
us. She's asking
Yeah.
us.
No, you said the flashes of seeing
Yeah.
the shamans putting. You just see them like grabbing, like
Pieces.
a fully severed wing, a fully severed arm and leg, and bringing it over to something. You have no idea what. You can't see that.
Okay.
your body has been
That's what's shaking you to your core is the
Okay.
fact that you can't see.
reformed, augmented.
But you need a better.
It damn full of like wall mice. It looks
Frank,
Sand rat.
Keep the chairs down.
it looks like you, but at the same time not.
What would you?
But I
Something
know
like that, I would
it's
think.
still you.
As long as I still have all my stuff, I'm fine.
Your stuff is still somewhere.
Okay.
It's behind that box in the corner.
Then
You still, if you don't have your shinies, I will find you your
what?
shinies and
Okay.
bones.
That is all I care about.
You have my word, I will find you your shinies.
Okay. Thank you.
She's trying to
Like
morbidly
the shinies?
chuckle through her not crying.
I understand this, but like I'm trying to figure out like how I'm seeing this, and I'm just seeing like this dissing moment of like finding okay, so finding new shines. Like there's no, it's not giving me any inclination that you want to return back.
I do. But I'm worried about what happened to my body.
Honestly, saying I'll find you new shiny sounds more like, hey, you're not gonna make it. Let's get you to focus on something else.
Okay, that does sound okay.
That's why I was like, there's no indication saying that's getting her to come back.
No. I want to come back. I do. I was just worried about my body. That's all.
You just can't see it. You try to train in, like hone in on that
Mhm.
blurry image.
That's what she was telling
Roll
me.
me a d20.
She was saying it looks like your body. It is still. She was talking about that before the stuff.
These are the DCs
I don't know.
as you hone in, your body right now is on one massive slab to where there's extensions out, to where your wings, your torso, your head, your arms, your legs are all on different stations being tethered by this metallic black liquid with this green energy trying to put it together.
That's some Mars Attack shit.
Oh God.
That slight shock brings you that much closer, and that golden thread gets shorter.
It's like a whole kind of element to her. Like, is this something new? And she's trying to find
You see.
the right words to tell
Roll
anyone.
me a wisdom saving throw.
I have an idea.
What is my addition? Plus 6. So that'd be 20? 14 plus 6.
20 is the DC.
Okay. I was about to be like, hey, don't forget you have advantage, but
Okay, so 25.
I was putting on the DC of 20 because you're now realizing the death because you haven't processed and this is a second close member who's dying. One being your own that shook you to your core to where you went like a rock and the walls are up. These walls are breaking to where motion has to come out. Seeing that golden thread there just reminds you of how quick your mom's thread vanished.
Okay. Since his blinders are faced on the ground, he's over and over and over speaking, and he's the whole room.
You don't know that.
Above table. I know, my blinder's up. I know that. I don't know that. She is finally starting to cry as she's looking down. And like,
Light fell off.
no! Get back up there. Shh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She is starting to cry, and it is hitting bones as she's like petting her on like the like.
You feel on your face these cold droplets just
Please come back. Don't leave us. Please.
Now you see this
Don't leave me.
over a table,
Oh.
holding your head.
I can't lose you. I can't lose you.
Like if your head's here,
She's like looking down at you and just like.
Are we talking about the head that's like set?
That,
Okay.
Yeah, she's like not even focused on all of this. She is really looking and like talking to her, like just the face, like she's a whole being. Not even that. She's talking to just focused on the face of her, like. And now she's starting, like, when she was originally talking, it's that, like, try to talk to her, don't cry. You're focusing on this is bones. Now she's in the
Yeah, I get it.
giant tear dams breaking, wavery voice. Lucy.
Is that full concentration?
Yeah,
How long is it last?
10 minutes.
At this point in time, I'm going to say that because of that green thread, sparks are showing off, and you can see a vision of you and Fern playing in the woods. You see you and Fern meeting the ethereal Ugar, the bear, the spirit guardian of the woods. And right past that, what looks to be a hallway, like a row of trees, and you can see Fern in the back, happily waving to you. Now I'm gonna fuck just like you.
Okay.
Oh
I
god,
don't
this
know if
feels
it's
like
gonna work or
freaking Star-Lord and Rocket right now, man. It really does. And you're right now, you're in the
Okay.
of it. Yeah.
More this in my head.
Well, give you a second.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to Ryu and just muttering this over and over again. And you see the flashes of everyone dying in front of you.
Still muttering.
You hear a familiar voice in your head. Good. Give in to hate. Give in to fear. It makes you stronger. But it's not one voice. It's 5. Or is Tiamat calling?
Never.
Look how many have failed by your side. You can't protect no one. You're worthless.
It's nothing.
I can channel that fear to power. For I am mighty. And you can see the shadowed version of the 5-headed dragon.
I refuse to give it to you.
But you're losing.
To ask, are you saying this out loud?
Are you talking out loud or are you talking in your head? Are they just hearing you mumbling, I felt, or are they hearing you having an actual conversation with you?
They keep hearing this is my fault. All.
So he's not having this,
Okay.
this conversation at all. Give me another wisdom saving throw. 26 is that easy?
bet you couldn't do that again.
Probably not.
Is that not?
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
You said wisdom? I'm adding her 5, right?
Yeah.
Minus the 4.
Well, it would have been in a natural. It would have been a dirty 30. So minus the 4 or
26.
Yeah.
26?
Yeah.
Which is the DC. So you just see now that, like I said, I'll put it to you this way. You are the tip of this pen towards Tina. Okay? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how small you are. This is how big she is. And out of this darkness, a ray of sun. And a distance, a massive other dragon is flying down. Do not give in.
I refuse to give in to
You
her.
made me a pledge. Honor it!
I will. I plan to keep my word.
You hear that. I plan to keep my word. And you see his glyphs, his dragon mark and scar glow silver.
Once you approach him, you still.
I'm still knelt down on the ground.
Yeah, he don't see you.
I'm down on. I've got one hand like this, the other one's on the ground.
You're looking down.
Yeah, like I'm looking straight at marble.
Seeing his mark and the scar glow. Nell approaches.
Oh, it's
And
okay. Thought you were
I'm kneeling
purchased
before
something.
him.
What the fuck you did?
No, it's blood.
And place my hand on his shoulder.
Oh.
You feel a tap as somebody's hand is on your shoulder.
That quick, that tense up, love the.
Body tenses to the reaction.
Easy. I see you, Ryan. Finally understanding the dragon within you.
As you turn and look back, a starry image of Nell. But in the center is a galaxy forming.
Literally.
I'd say what happened to you, but I think we all got blown to bits.
Some of us are worse than others. Just making it here took everything.
Another dark entity emerges from the shadow. Giving to pain.
She's back.
Dang. You're a popular dude.
Side with us.
Just glance over in my head and you hear, fuck off, you spooky bitch!
That's cause for retaliation. You might want to reword that. You want to take another level of attack? That's gonna be 11 damage, sir. You're dead.
That is 40 points of psychic.
Yeah, I'm down.
Frank, look at how many doors are left?
Within
After this one.
After this one.
Including the last door or not including it?
That's a pass.
Ish.
3-ish. So, with that, I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. But you do not get her effects.
Alright. It's cocked. Dirty 20.
Okay.
That dropped me a bolt to 0, Frank.
I understand that.
And I rolled my death save, 1 pass.
collapses, you see and hear.
Oh Jesus, his legs popped off. Oh God.
When you die, they automatically detach.
They like walk away or something?
No.
I was gonna say
No,
that
they're
really
completely
freaked.
inert because they were tethered to a body. That body
With-
is not trying to live.
With me being right there, do I notice any expression on his face to say that he took damage of some kind?
What you are seeing are black veins forming from his mark. But these veins are black. But there is one white, one blue, one green, one red, one black. This Tiamat is taking hold on you.
I keep bailing your ass out.
Death.
Spare the dying.
Curses!
As you see behind you, that galaxy just explodes.
Just one turns into one
And
big giant
a
middle
whole
finger.
bunch of shooting stars is shooting throughout. And within Neil, like he is an atom within inside his interior body. Just atoms bouncing, exploding each other. And now you see not just one galaxy, two.
That brings
The
you
center
one
in
hit point.
between is a newfound sun shining. Those black veins start to deteriorate.
As I focus,
We're having two life and death situations.
I know, man.
as I focus
You're having
on
way too much fun with this, Frank.
casting this, not knowing what's going on with me, I'm amplifying. Turning it from spare the dying to greater restoration.
Holy hell. How do you go about that? Because that's a new spell for you.
It is.
How are you going about this with your newfound...
Not knowing what it is, saying how he's always bailing out. That starlight you've seen before, when he was wounded, is now coursing through his veins, focusing into his hands. And that's at 5th level.
I know that. So, at this time, this is kind of merging together now. Bones, not only are you seeing the bright of Mori, but you are seeing Nell in a very bright shine, brighter than Mori's golden light. Because behind him is a massive entity that supersedes the Raven Queen. And now that thread that is green, half is silver. And with that flow, you just see the Raven Queen's neck snap back and forward. You're dead. You don't belong here. I am the master of death. You no longer. And you just see that shadow on the back. I was never dead, nor alive. I am both. I am Alpha and Omega. I am the nebula. I am galaxies. I bring life just by blinking. You are
Damn.
death. You usher souls. You work for me. Bitch.
Damn! Do I hear that?
She's just...
Do I hear that though?
Oh, yes.
Frank.
Then the damn is audible.
Beak drop.
She's just like,
Frank.
the damn is audible.
I need now Please count your highest.
It's full on jaw drop.
17.
Hell yeah!
I want to ask this to you as the DM because of what Greater Restoration does. I'm only about to pick one.
Yes.
But because of the situation, you wouldn't allow.
Actually, roll me 2. You know what? Roll me a d20.
Top. They fell in the little.
What spell is okay? Is that from the fighting side or the spiritual side?
Spiritual.
At that level to that level.
Okay. 22.
Right, you were healed for 22 points of damage.
Wait, the level he is for that, the spiritual side.
Yeah.
So that is a 25.
Okay. So you get healed for 25 points, and you are cured of your exhaustions.
Oh yeah, I guess I would negate most of it.
As you see two different versions of shadows. You are seeing Ryu off to the side with Nil touching him, telling him to come into life. To say, your fight is not finished, this is not your fault. And this bright light and that dark, massive entity behind him, just as glowing as he is. And on the other side, you see Amari, you see Lucy holding on to you, holding you. And this guy, this dark, this big entity, who is Cloud, he's part shadow, but his armor is this brilliant silver. And he just laps out. And these massive arms reach out and pull your thread. And you see a silver thread coming from you.
What the hell?
Bahamut flies away. Bahamut fears him. Tiamat is there trying. As Tiamat goes, forgotten. Nobody knows your name. You don't exist. You have no followers. He goes, I have one. And he is the brightest star yet. He is my North Star, guiding souls back. How do you react to this round? Because you see Mari and Lucy talking to twins. You see now behind you in that massive entity. Tiamat's in front of you.
Hold. To kind of like hold my head and hold my side a little because now appreciate the help. And what just happened? I know I was out for a brief moment, but still. What in the name of the gods just went down?
Who is that? Does that sound better?
My North Star. You have, at the moment, you are guiding two souls. You can sacrifice one to save one. Guaranteed.
Is
She's not even paying attention. She's just whispering over and over like a mantra to keep herself tethered to Bones. Like, just come back.
Do I hear this conversation as well?
Yeah.
Everything's melding together right now. So, what I will do, because y'all kind of thinking, we're going to hit a break. Because I think this is perfect enough for you guys to strategize, try to figure this out. Because right now, based on you and everybody talking to Bones and Ryu trying to break free of this self, we're up to either two souls are leaving us. Two souls can bring us together and make us whole. Or you can sacrifice one for the other. So we'll see you guys here in a little bit as they figure out how to proceed.
With life and death in the balance, can one life save many?
Hey everyone, Jonathan here from the D20Misfits, also known as Viking. I've got a sponsor today that I'd really like to give a shout out to. Dubby. I'm a hardcore energy drink user. I'll do 2, 3 energy drinks a day. This stuff, let's cut that out. If you're interested, go to w.com and on checkout use our code D20Misfits10 to get 10% off. Again, Dubby, well done.
Will they perish, or will they rise?
And welcome back. So, let's find out what your little predictions were from the break to see if two souls can be saved. One replaces the other, or none. before we get into this and start this monologue with some rolls, prediction and the results based off what will the rolls be. I've already written them down. I cannot, no longer there. What's on that paper is fine. So, as this is going down with the group now with the Shunt of Bahamut, with Nell fully starting to realize what he is capable of. We're tapping into this unworthy patron. Let's start with Bones. You're hearing Lucy and Amari talk to you to come back. Say they need you. The Raven Queen kind of shook in her bones a little bit with this outworldly entity jumping in. What's going through your mind?
Okay. I would like to speak with her. Okay. My queen, my shadowed sovereign, watcher of the veil between what is and what was, I come to you not in defiance of death, but in pursuit of a purpose. There is a string that we both see, green and glimmering, tied to something neither of us yet understands. You saw it first, I only wish to follow it deeper. Talk to me. Would I know what the biomancy is? Would I know of it? No?
You know rough things that can keep people alive, but nobody fully has tapped into you, utilize it, or to understand it.
Has she heard the word though? Have we heard it being called?
I mean, you've heard like the shamans throw around like the biomancy type of deals and how it works, but it is a form of magic that
None of us can fully
none of you
comprehend.
fully understand it because it is new to you.
Okay.
Should I skip that paragraph?
Get your words. Your words, you say what you want to say. It's Bones
Well,
talking.
go ahead and say it.
Okay. This magic, biomancy, I think that's what they call it. Flesh becoming functional steel. It's not help me.
Sorry.
It's a possibility. With it, I do not seek to cheat death, only to carry its burden more faithfully, to walk farther, to bear your will longer, to become a vessel not of denial but of evolution. There are 3 doors left, 3 truths, 3 chances, 3 blades of the unknown yet unsheathed. If I survive them, I shall return to you as I am now, devoted, worn, and unbroken. If I fall before the last, I shall walk willingly to your arms and through your gates. I will pass not with regret, but with reverence. But if I do live to see what lies beyond that final door, then I ask only this. Let me bring back what I find. Let me show you. Let me lay the mystery at your feet, and in doing so, perhaps light the path for both of us. That is this.
something I must hold on to see what happens. This is your choice, but if you were to be ushered back, and I will take the memory from you, and I will hold on to it until one or the other is fulfilled.
Okay.
She's making a face on her face.
My glasses.
No,
My
okay.
No, I thought you were wondering why she's making faces. I was like, she's.
Do you agree to that?
yes.
Not knowing what memory I will take. It's a bold move.
Respectfully, they all belong to Marie.
You will see if you can pass back through the curtain. So off of that, you hear Bones give an oath, a promise to the Queen. Now, would Amari or Lucy like to add to this?
As of right now, I'm going to stay out of it just because, in terms, she feel like she's already pushing it. She doesn't want to accidentally make it worse. I'm already kind of pushing it, trying to do what I've been doing. So I'm
you
like,
can call out to Bones to try to open that curtain a little more for her to be easily put in. Or something different. Or aid off of her oath. Giving you that ability to do something. But if you're staying out, it's your choice.
You said this is something we all are hearing, or is it just she's
no.
hearing?
No,
All
you
of
guys
us.
heard Bones give a
Oh, promise to the Raven
to
Queen.
the Queen. And you heard the Queen's reply that she will take her back.
But as someone who is not technically a direct follower of the Raven Queen, certainly not as of yet, this also very much speaks to the paladin side of her. Is like, this is her promise. And she doesn't want to interfere with that.
I will help you find these mysteries, Bones. I will do my best to keep you safe this time around. We will solve whatever it is here. Her hands are like, well, hand, because she doesn't have
Shaking, yeah.
Her one hand is like trembling, but she is still like physically, visibly crying.
Okay.
That is my promise to you.
I speak in witness to your oath. And know that there are many more experiences out there for you. There is much more both you and your lady have to learn and see. You are her conduit, and we will hold you to it.
I'm not blind anymore. so let it be.
The veil has been lifted.
No, because I can even see my computer right now. So.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, that's cool. Now to Ryan.
Thank you.
Facing this,
Thank you. You're welcome.
Tiamat, Lady of Pain, this outworldly entity that you don't know who this is other than the original God of Death.
Now, Ryu knows Nell can only say one or two. You were right?
Mm-hmm.
Ryu knows that Nell can only save one, correct? Not a clip.
His fate is in your hands, from what the god told him. He has control, technically, if he can push past the bounds of life and death. So it's still in the air. And he's letting Nell be the North Star guide. You, when you are tied to her, she will guide you to your depths, guide you to a new life, or sacrifice one for the other.
Nell, if you can only save one of us, save Bones. Her death is unjust. You and I both know that. I blame myself for this one. If I hadn't suggested going to the cargo bay, this wouldn't have ever happened.
You're curious. Do not hold yourself at fault for things beyond your control.
Yet I feel I'm the one to blame for this.
Letting you die would be just as unjust.
I understand that. You've saved my ass more time as I can count in the recent days. But if we only have the chance to save one of us, save hers.
We shall see.
From behind you, that entity, you're willing to sacrifice your essence to save another.
As I said, her death was unjust. I'd rather spare her life than continue having that on my conscience. I couldn't save the others, but if I can save this one, I'm going to.
But you're willing to sacrifice yourself to save her.
Yes.
For her death being unjust. Just like the dragon himself. And from that point, in this starry plane of the astral sea, the horizon breaks and a light appears. It is coming closer and closer. And like a shooting star, like a meteor coming in, it stops and explodes, and you just see the spiritual aspect of Bahamut in full glory, rays shining off of him to where this one has to pull back and bright, too bright. Now, what I'm going to ask you all is, how do you contribute to this? With you sacrificing your life to save her because of unjust, your role is excluded. How do the four of you to save bones or life?
I will give some of my essence to Bones.
How so? It's too bad. Give me some detail.
Trying to find the right way to put it.
Like, are you trying to transfer your life essence to her?
Some of her essence, exactly, like some of her essence to her.
So at this moment, where do you place your hand?
Oh, her hand's on her head still. It's still like she is still like focused.
What
Hyper.
do you say?
Whatever your head is right now.
How? Okay, what do you say to her just by you're giving her essence?
Take some of my life for her to breathe again.
Okay, Lucy, what do you do to me? Just a straight D20, tell me whatever the number is.
16.
Okay. Bones, how do you come back? What do you do knowing that there is a curtain renewed that shows you at this table in this blurred body? It's hearing Lucy tap in and try to force this biomagic from her hand into you, to where you see that her hand is slowly disintegrating. At the moment your hand is,
Like how I react to seeing that happening, or react
In general.
to.
Because you're also hearing this. I give some
you're
of
hearing,
my life
you're okay,
essence.
right now,
So-
you're within a crossroad.
Okay.
Between-
Okay, so I'm not in my body yet. Okay, cool.
No, between
Because I had an idea
the
for that.
wooded path to Fern,
Okay.
where the table, where this blurred body of all of them are talking, which is you.
So that's your crossroads.
What do you say to
Just visualize. This side you have Fern waving to you, and like you said, on this side you're seeing all this happening.
I'm wording it. Okay. I'm going to look in the direction of Fern, wave, and say, maybe another time, old friend. And then I'm going to kind of walk towards, and I'm going to walk towards Lucy.
Okay, give me a D20.
So 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
No matter what happens, you got this.
So, in relation, like, where would I?
Where would you be standing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You'd be close to Bones.
Yeah, I
assuming.
know. I'm.
How
is she laid out? Like, is she on different tables? Is she all in one part, just on one table
Mainly
in
the
pieces?
the torso is on the main slab, like how you guys are, but there are extensions out, like smaller tables that are jutted out from this main table as
Like a
Yes.
5-point star.
yeah, sort of. That kind of explode like with the like the other appendages that are there, and the biomancy and the ores are slowly trying to put the body back together to where it's almost together.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. But
Oh.
based off that, with the golden light and you tapping into the, this power, this aura of purity, to be pure and everything, hearing her oath, how do you respond to try to bring her back?
So what I am going to do is approach more the torso of her body, and where essentially her heart would be, I'm going to kind of focus kind of more toward like the divinity aspect of her. I'm calling to more as a guiding light to her, more as opposed to, I would say, pretty much anything else. It's like I want to guide her back to her body. I have witnessed her oath. I am holding her to her words. I am guiding her back to where she needs to go in order to fulfill it.
How are you doing that, Mitchell? Like, are you using like the lay on hands? Are you trying to dump a spell into it to try to help her? Like, what are you trying? Like, I get the aspect you're doing. What are you sacrificing in order to make it work? Like, Lucy is diminishing her newfound hand to give that spark of essence to Bones. To open that gateway to bring her out. What are you doing? Like, are you channeling your own divine energy into this? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Well,
I was going
I'm trying to help you decide.
Yes.
So, what is Amari trying to channel her own divine energy to tap to her divine energy? Of being like from patron to patron, from an oath-bound paladin to a cleric of the Raven Queen?
Yes.
You try to tap in to
yes.
serve?
It was yes. That was more a.
So, do you want to give up a spell slot or your lay on hands? If you're going to give up a spell slot, I need to know what level of spell. I don't need to know any type of spell. I just need to know what level you want to dump into that. Or if it's a divine smite, what level are you dumping it in to touch the divinity within it?
So initially I was going to try to kind of fuse the aura of purity that I had with an aura of vitality.
Okay.
Just that one essentially just makes her regain hit points.
Okay.
It's either that.
No, I got that. I got that in mind. Is that if that's what you're gonna go with to do a class ability?
The other thing is I have two different lay on hands things, so I wasn't sure.
It don't matter. I'm trying to figure out how you're tapping into it. What energy are you trying to ignite to touch her soul? Are you using the class ability? Are you using the divine powers of a spell, or are you doing the lay on hands version? That's what I need to know.
Well, she's figuring that out.
Sorry, I'm gonna go more paladin with the aura of vitality.
Okay. What are your class levels? What, 13?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a d20. You're spending those slots.
16.
But when you said the hand that's placed on her, because you said there's a spark, her normal hand was on there. So while the hand's down, is the newfound hand still disintegrating as we speak, or is it the actual hand placed on her? The hand on her is her fleshy hand. That's what I was asking.
No, your metal hand is
that's why I was making
breaking
sure.
off and going through your flesh. And
It's adding to the fuse.
I was just making sure. I was just trying to picture it.
So you can't use any of your channel divinities that way.
Okay.
Okay. Because I know you have auras that you can use, and I know they come out automatically.
Yes.
They're not activations, but
No.
I'm making a sacrifice right now. You cannot use your divinities, like your oath-bound divinities.
Okay. Do you mean the channel divinities?
Yes.
Specifically.
You cannot use them at the moment because you're tapping into that power to touch that divinity. Okay?
Okay.
So you're expending those. There has to be a sacrifice in order for it to work. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because you guys are on the opposite end of this.
Yes.
Okay? So that's why your channel divinities are gone.
Okay.
Okay? For the moment. Now, how do you reach out to either both of them, because you are right now connected to both, being the North Star that are guiding.
I've heard everything.
I also light up bright as a moon.
You're like a glow stick. He's an LED flashlight.
I'm.
For the moment.
Super serious, because remember,
Yes.
two can die.
No, I know.
I am more a flickering ball of light, more sun with.
No, it is
A North Star. No. I have bathed in the shadows for too long and walked the path of death to understand it. I am going to be the star. And as he says that, he clutches the starlight crystal, digging deep into this new found whatever he has. Burning another spell, Revivify at 5th level, using the crystal starlight, or the starlight crystal as the arcane focus. On top of that, I'm also dumping all my points of healing light into it.
Okay. What I need you to do, roll D20 with advantage.
17.
Okay. Now, moment of truth. John. Unfurl that note and read aloud the results.
DC range is 40 to 50. 40 to 50, save both. 30 to 20, save one. 19 to 0, save none.
Now, the first star. How do you guide both of them back?
Yes! You're back!
Kind of.
Okay.
With using Revivify and the Starlight Crystal, tapping into the healing light, he flares like a supernova.
Can you see that? Or is it just like in the okay. Because I know he was in a different scape with Ryu.
No,
we're
I'll put you
behind
this way. When he flares, when he grows blight, and you just see this starry energy emanates from him like a pulse wave, right then and there. He holds out both of his hands, and out of his fingertips, the silverly starlights connects bones to him, right to him. What you say to Tiamat,
I've heard her.
god of destruction and tyranny.
In times of darkness, there is always a beacon. there is always a flicker, a shimmer of hope. But now there is no flicker. I am the beacon against your tyranny. I am the beacon against your destruction, and you will not have him this day or any day henceforth. Grabbing around that silver thread, I pull.
Ryan, your spirit is pulled like a shooting star, like a gateway of stars. And in a blink, both the Lady of Pain and Tiamat are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, to almost, as he's pulling that, Bahamut comes right in. Don't mess this up.
You literally
And
just got
another
a
burst that back in your body. What do you say to the Raven Queen?
See, it's a little different. You don't necessarily have to be in this order.
Death is never the final curtain. There are others out there that are constantly being reborn, and you know this. You choose to keep that secret to yourself, but I will let the universe know it. Today is not her day. You will have her in due time, but now it is for her moment to be reborn like I have been. The same thing. Grabs that thread and pulls.
As you pull, the Raven Queen tugs on that golden silver thread and yanks. I need you to roll me a d6.
6.
I am going to message you
Uh-oh.
because this is how you're going to react.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Hello, friend.
I will do this way. I will write it down in your hand. That way, it's better.
Clear. Sorry.
Not gonna lie, that was kind of funny though.
Oh shit, okay. Okay. You feel like what he's throwing down at you? I suppose.
So, based off the roll that I gave, I choose her to do on a 1 through 2. She forgets who Lucy and Amari is. On a 3 to 4, she chooses 1 to forget. And on a 5 to 6, she retains all memories.
Look at you, kiddo.
Good job.
Now, your final now result in total, adding bonuses to what you did. Okay. To what you did. Grand total was 64.
Yes, let's go.
So,
I really thought I was going to roll
with
shitty on that.
the
fucking
two
light.
strong pulls of threats, we all know Riot came back. And he pulled. Based off what you said to her, you will get her in good time. Her time is not now. With your newfound tapping into the universe, how would you like to go about this? Would you like to choose a role to determine how she comes back? Would you like to be given a choice?
I'm gonna roll for it.
If you can beat on a normal D20 roll, if you can go okay. You know what? Just give me a roll. Just give me a roll. I have shit in my head, so go.
19.
Okay, I was going to say, on a 15 or higher, Bones comes back in full.
Wait to know.
Lower
Mechanical
than
assist?
that, she comes back as something different. So, Bones, as your soul passes through realms and comes in, immediately, Lucy and Amari, you see the eyes in this metal body go green and flash. And then you hear, "Let me out! Let me out!"
Give me the fucking. That was one of my tinker's tools.
As you remove, what part do you remove first?
Well, dead center. Or
As you remove the chest, feathers orbit underneath.
y'all just gonna stand there. You're gonna help me out here.
What the hell is going on? I don't know how this works.
He's removing with his tinker tools the chest plate
Fuck it, I have
of the
tinker
metal
tools.
body of Bones.
Okay, because you just told us she
Oh,
was
you
on
was-
different tables.
I know that. And I said she was forming together.
Okay.
So at that point in time, the full metal body connected. You hear the "let me out." It's dark in here, and he removes
I'm
the
going
chest
for
plate.
she's saying it's dark. I'm gonna go for the head.
Okay. You find the screws, you find the wiring and the hinges, and you cut them with, the thieves' side of tools and being very diligent about it. And you snap.
Gingerly.
You gingerly remove it, and her head's intact, attached to her body. And as you remove the rest
Oh, thank the gods.
with the Tinker's tools, Bones, you are fully intact with no metal.
You
She,
just got metal chrysalis.
She props herself on the bed, and you just go, "Ooh," because she just does that dive hug.
So you can go back and take away the war forge. You can go back to your
like,
normal
dang
Ken2 self, fully restored.
My helmet fixes everything. Everything's fixed, my dear. I will cry.
Now, as you see this, and you see her come back, you have guided in life, and I shall give you a gift.
You have a crying Lucy.
There we are.
You do collapse. You do fall down. And then something stands beside you. You look up.
Sure.
It is a star hound. A hound shaped in starlight. You possess now, because I looked at what the god is in relation to a sorcerer. You are granted the gift of the shadow sorcerer, of Hound of Ill Omen,
Oh my god, it's back.
as the warning sign to life and death.
Because those were the
That is its style.
Wait a minute. So that does that mean you and me are the only metal mask
A shadow
motherfuckers
sorcerer at
now?
a certain level
Used to.
gains
I don't
that.
gotta wear
No, he got fully formed whenever they did the.
I have a nub now.
I'm
You
pretty
have
sure.
the ability
I'm kind of like
To-
hugging her.
Let's
once
ask
a day.
Frank that first.
or
Okay.
I would say twice a day.
Because he said he got
Something.
fully formed.
She kind of did one of those like pop ups
I'm
and
gonna give it
dive
a
down.
one day.
One day.
Okay, once per rest, short or long.
Okay.
The Hound of Ill Omen.
You were getting all the shiny things.
And as that energy erupts from Nell, Nell changes. He still looks like his starry self, but a little different. Not more focused. As if when he is done, when that power emanates and it comes back in, as he pulls them both, that shockwave comes back and that energy comes back in there. Not enough to cause harm or a shockwave effect, but enough to where when it stops, Nell's hands are sparking with arcane energy. For now, not only changed the fates, but reforged himself
So just me and you.
into a champion of Arwen, the god of life and death. The fighting warlock.
Sitting on the ground, look at Nell. Oh. Again, you had to save my ass. I appreciate it.
On top of that, you're thanking me and showing that you see Bones fully revived to what she was with no metal to her. She is flesh and bone.
Oh, this is gonna freak him out so bad.
I know.
You see a blubbering Lucy on her.
Yeah, right.
The nook of her neck and everything. Just like,
How do you respond, Ryder?
It's good to see you back. Oh, I just have one question. Not trying to be rude or anything. What is that? I pointing to the starry dog.
It's a puppy.
No, it is like a dire form.
Puppy.
Yes. You want to call her puppy? Sure.
Respectfully,
It's the
Eat you.
white chick thing.
females.
Oh, puppy.
Yeah, females. It doesn't matter how big the dog is. It can be, you know, a friggin' bloodhound, like
It's just
wolf
a baby.
dog. It's a pup. Just a baby. It's a puppy.
Question. She kind of like does that, sets up a little bit. She kind of going like this to get back up still.
No, you're.
My regular one? No, just the little metal-y thingy. I was making sure I wasn't like.
No, when you go and try to get up, your metal hand's still there. It came back.
With your question, because you all see it, he doesn't respond to you. They're gonna be grave hell. And he reaches up, and the hand falls back.
Shit.
I hear a thud because I wasn't actually looking.
What'd you call it?
Grave howl.
Grave howl?
Am I still on the table? Just laying there?
Whatever now.
Am I still
No,
on the
he's just
table
falling into
laying there 'cause I
unconsciousness.
haven't done anything?
Okay.
I mean, he
Exhaustion.
just.
I'm going to say that the ability is, I mean, I'm using the ability of Hound of Hellwoman, but it's the Hound of Judgment. The judge of life or death. How you utilize it is up to you.
Am I fully awake or am I
Yes.
still?
When
Okay.
you're fully awake, you have no exhaustions. You are full healed.
So wait, am I back to normal? No. Still metal legging.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you said that he had lost his he was returned to whatever state, and then he had lost his exhaustion levels. So I
Yeah,
wasn't
because his
sure.
legs like.
I wasn't sure
No.
if legs had come back.
Bones is under the effect of true resurrection.
Yep.
Oh.
I
he was
didn't.
brought back and his legs popped. He got his legs kind of like possibly put back together.
As the guiding star that he is, tapping in to fully understand his ability. Bones is back to full heal with no conditions.
So, I just at 25 HP that.
Yes. You're still the same.
Alright. Seeing Net all fall over. I'm back from the table. Oh, shit. Run over to Net all.
Do you think anything else when you see Bones back, based off what you said to Bahamut about her? Do you follow up on that?
There's a lot going on, so Ray hasn't had a chance to process that yet.
Yeah.
It's just, he's just
No, that's okay.
got
He's
Nell
back.
out.
He's down.
No, that's fully okay.
Yeah, runs over to Nell all, and he's going to cast Lester Restoration.
Lester restoration.
West to Restoration.
Thank you.
Lesser.
Well, he just collapses. He's
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 exhausted.
exhausted.
yes. He's just there. That
But
kinda-
he's got like.
I would
full
say
health.
with that, you're groggy enough, but you're just dead ass tired.
Yeah.
You're groggy enough to do. And as you guys sit there and powwow, knowing that a great feat of divinity showed, you hear one final voice. And that is what I'm trying to do. Why can't you let me? Let me take over as a god. 'Cause you defied not one, but three. So let me give rebirth to another. That's where we
Cliffhanger.
Saw that coming.
throwing that mindset in because So yeah.
Care to guess who it is? Because I got a hunch.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to know.
You
at
know
this
that.
point.
You know that, huh? That's easy enough. Anybody can figure that one
I
I
know.
know that voice.
out.
I know, but I don't want to.
Read this in his own rights.
Yeah.
Going into your head based off this.
Oh boy.
Nah.
Bastard Child's back.
Oh.
That was epic. I like it.
Ugh. That one took out a little bit
I
out
feel
of
my
me.
character's exhaustion, man.
With all that said and done, reminder, we're shooting it all out there. We'll post the link on our Facebook page.
TikTok.
We'll do it on TikTok too. Figure out how to do that.
Instagram.
Post the link to, if you want to buy tickets for your. I want to say buy tickets because it's not a ticket situation. But if you want to
Get your registration.
Enter into the tournament of the Battle Royale.
Your tournament registration.
Register a character with that entry fee. We'll see you there on the 20th at one of many tables that DMs from both the D20Misfits and the Four Horsemen will be governing over their tables as you all enter a tournament. So, check that out. We will post it on our Facebook here in the coming days. But from us, the D20Misfits.
Good night.
Oh no, I broke my fuck.
Because you gave it, man.
I did give a fuck.
Now you have an uck.
You gave it 110%.
Though there's a couple of instances I don't think Frank was expecting out of us.
Honestly, I was having a little hard time trying to figure out what, like, the DC I was going to set for it.
You want to be
Yeah.
fair
I
and
was
not make
thinking-
so obscene.
I was thinking 50 to 60, but I thought just normal 40 to 50 is kind of like a normal DC for a god. So did that, and with Ryu, literally with Timber going, hey, I want to sacrifice my own being just to make bones away there because she was unjust. That's why I just, I'm going to leave the results as they were. I'm not going to change them. And I just exclude his role. I added.
Do you want to know what?
Between Amari and Nell, I added bonuses because of what you sacrificed.
Yes.
Frank, do you want to know what I did roll for that? Because I just rolled it just for shits and giggles. An 18.
Which was the best roll, I think, probably out of all of us.
Yeah.
Because we rolled moderate, but not
But
like
damn,
crazy.
man.
We didn't roll crazy pants this time.
That was nuts.
Again, there was shit at moments I don't think Frank was expecting us to do.
No, not at all. I was seeing how well you guys tapped in to the character, to the situation, to the scenario. So yes, it takes all damn campaign to the bitter end for everybody to kind of be in sync with each other.
Just like the prior campaign.
Oh.
Before we roll counter, look at how
There's a
well
light
I know.
on in my bag.
That's why it's going to be like the ending to this campaign is going to be so hard wrenching.
It's also going to be for you, good or bad, because this
I
is a
know.
closed book on Green's
I
story.
goddamn hope so.
Otherwise,
We concede again. No!
You motherfuckers! Stop
Go.
that!
Grievous in space.
Honestly, if that happens after John's campaign that he runs for the
Fucking Darth Vader via Grievous.
when he when he runs the Lord of the Rings campaign, not, that's cool. When we go back into spell jam, there might not be a spell jam. We might go directly into either one, which is the pure, straight book of evil ruin, which is darkness coming back. If you can see, that's the difference. That's the breakaway to that. Based off what happens here, if you stop, if you let him, it's kind of like a catch-22. If you let him do it, he becomes a god. He might not need that, but that power is what's going to start moving. And that's how we're going to do a little bit of spell till we go into the rut of even rope. But you can bypass Spelljammer entirely and go directly into even room.
Where do the wings go off the character?
That's like the catch-22.
Yeah. Get out of your car.
Being in the mindset for Valverix, this is going to be redemption for you.
Of him?
Of everything. Everything that he says. So he's going all out. He's not holding back.
I understand. But what's going...
Take this.
Is Valverix more going to be
I need to go through my bag.
and not
Organization and
see
bitch.
that what's going on between, what Gravis trying to do what he is, if he's not going to be tempted to, based off what happens with that, how that showdown happens, if they're both too weak to continue, would he go in and try to stop it or try to...
Take up the mantle.
Right, yeah.
Would he be like thinking, I can do this?
I'm not saying there's going to be a power grab, but what if each other cancels each other?
Would you think Valverix would be
Or
like,
that
listen,
power's
I can't
just
do
there
this.
before Beckman grabs it, would he try it? What would he do? with it?
Oath of Conquest. He's following Bahamut's tenets with it. And therefore, by all means, he'd have to
Take up the mantle.
take up the mantle.
Do what you think he would do, kind of thing. Just continue on his teachings.
See, there's so many twists and turns I can do with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the model. Alright. That's just nuts.
Honestly, though, if shit were to really hit the fan and we have no other options, don't be surprised if Amari went for the divinity. Either. If something happens and it's the absolute last resort, she'd take it.